We'll take questions for Coach. We've got the microphones on each side of the room. Please raise your hand. We'll go right here in the front. Tim on 2.
Tim Cato with The Athletic. Jason, you had talked after game 2 about Dante Exum and what you thought he brought to that game. I was curious from his short stint in game 3, what you saw that caused you to end up going away from him in the rotation.
Yeah, I thought Exum did great. We probably look back at it, we could have probably got him in there a little bit more. But we went with the other guys. We were looking for someone who was, to be able to knock down an open shot. We had good looks that just didn't go down for us. I thought Exum's pace, his ability to get the ball into the paint for those 3 minutes was good, and so hopefully we can get him in the game in game 4.
Joe here in the front.
Joe Barton, The Athletic. I guess expanding on that, down as you are, do you have to consider lineup changes, and is there something personnel-wise you think you can do to change the momentum in the series?
I think we played 11 yesterday, so everybody's on deck. Everybody has to be ready to play. No lineup changes here today, but we'll see what tomorrow brings.
Ramona over here.
Hi, Ramona Shelburne, ESPN. Jason, you and I have talked all about how competitive LUKA DONCIC is and how much he wants to be great. A lot of times great players get to the finals, especially their first one, and the other team they find a weakness, they find whatever it is, and they try to expose that, like LeBron and the Spurs or whatever it is. How much do you tell LUKA about that kind of journey for a great player and the challenge he's facing ahead?
Yeah, I think the history is there for us to learn from. When you look at great players and the struggles, you look at MJ and the struggles that he had against Detroit. You look at some Magic Johnson struggles. You look at LeBron's first time around, and so it's there to learn from. But as the great ones, they use that going into the next season or the next couple seasons to try to get back there, because now they understand experience is a big thing. When you look at the Celtics, they lose to the Warriors 2 years ago. They lose to Miami in Game 7. And so just experience of understanding that you're not, promised to get back, that you got to work. And you see the group that is out there today, they know how to play. They're a really good team, and they put a lot of pressure on your defense, transition, rotations. And so for great players, you have to fail to understand, how to be successful at the highest stage, and this is the highest level, is being in the finals.
Tim, all the way in the back, right?
Jason, Tim Reynolds with the AP. Everyone knows what the numbers, the stats say, that your odds are nil to do this. How do you block all that out? How do you tell your guys, just play tomorrow, just win a game tomorrow and see what happens? How do you keep them in that mindset and not look at how daunting a 3-0 deficit looks on paper?
Yeah, I think you talk about playing Game 4. That's it. I thought yesterday we got off to a really good start, and hopefully we can do that again tomorrow. You look at the end of quarters, the end of the first Game 2, and also here in Game 3, we have to be better. And so, again, just taking one possession at a time, controlling what you can control, your effort and energy, and just winning the minutes when you're out there. And that's all we talked about today, and that's what we'll talk about tomorrow.
All the way in the center.
Skyler Dixon with the AP. Jason, you've talked a lot since you've been here about just wanting LUKA kind of engaged and active on defense. Did you see any slippage in that last night with a chance to look at it more, or the Celtics just really good at attacking him, and what maybe needs to change a little bit on that front for him?
Yeah, I think I think LUKA's doing in this playoff series. When you talk about from the Clippers to today, his defense has improved. But when you look at being involved in every pick and roll, there's going to be mistakes that take place. That's just the game of basketball, and we just got to limit those mistakes. But he is involved in every possession, and that's what the Celtics are very good at. doing is making sure when they go hunting, they get the guy that they want. And so for us, we got to do a better job of protecting Luka.
Tim, last question here before Luka comes up.
Tim McMahon, ESPN. Did you guys do anything on the court today? And then what was the emphasis of whatever work you did do?
It was just film. Both offense and defense, the good things that we did, and then also the things that we got to improve on.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.